Alright, so this is a video going out to Sean Newton. Okay, so you know what? In this video, Sean, even though I said I wasn't, I've left. I just saw your video right now about Triple G, and something occurred to me. And it occurred to me that, you know what? There's a problem here. There's a serious problem. And I'm going to address that problem. Now, you're going to hear my kid in the background. And the reason why is usually when I make these kind of videos, I don't, my kid is not in the background. Alright? And I'll just tell you from the very outset, that it's going to be a very, very hostile video. A very hostile video. But my kid is in the background because it's simply to make a point. Despite our differences, okay? Despite the racial nuances that you've engaged in, which I know about, alright? I've actually had this young man still say hello to you on camera, okay? Along with other people, alright? I have been one of the most tolerant people towards your opinion from an intellectual perspective, alright? Not from a lovey-dovey kumbaya perspective where I don't see race, but actually from a principled stance that you are allowed to have an opposing view just as much as I do. Okay? Now, it seems to me that the overriding issue, as far as you are concerned, isn't even Triple G himself. I think before Triple G, I think Triple G at this moment is actually a godsend to you. Alright? And this is the reason why. I think you actually enjoy being sort of regarded as a racist and then arguing the case that you're not. I think that is really a buzz to you. I think that's where you get your buzz from. I think you actually get this sort of masochistic thing going on with you, where you need to actually flagellate yourself with this sort of criticism and then smile and say, me, what? Me, what? You know? And even if they don't come looking for you, you go looking for them. This is what happened, to be honest. Initially, I sort of exempted you from culpability because I was sort of used to you from the fact that you were trolling us during those days. But for somebody who wasn't actually familiar with your work, how would they address you? Now, I wouldn't say they should bring out a gun. And I wouldn't necessarily excuse that person who brought out a gun. But when you think about it, I've been looking at your actions since then. And it just occurred to me that regardless of the gun, I think you sort of got a buzz out of that. You really did. Because I went around all these channels and all these channels that sort of want to ostracize 68. Okay? Which is fine. I knew that was going to happen. You know what I mean? I didn't really care about that. All these channels that were making support videos for this idiot 78. Alright? And I looked at all the channels on the comments, and you were all over there just trying to defend yourself. Nothing at all in reference to me. In fact, the first argument that I actually made, all you did was say, this is for 68. Why? And you wouldn't actually explain it more than that because you didn't want anybody to actually know that at the end of the day, maybe you supported my argument or didn't. So you sort of left it opaque and up in the air. Alright? Which is fine, fair enough. Fine, fair enough. But I think you like and you enjoy the whole notion of all these racists coming onto your page. Okay? Leaving it there, not commenting back, and then saying, well, I've never made a racist comment. Alright? Just sort of walking on that edge of being a racist. Even though I don't think you are a racist, I think you just like the whole experience. The danger of this sort of, wouldn't call it dangerous sort because it got a little bit dangerous. Well, even with a gun. I mean, what was the guy gonna do? I just thought it was stupid. You understand me? But I'm thinking that you really fucking enjoy this whole controversy thing. You can't wait. This is why I say Triple G is a fucking godsend to you. Triple G is a fucking godsend to you. Because first it was Floyd, but with Triple G now you can feel like the victim. Before, you were actually in a situation whereby you were going around hunting people. But once you became the victim, you could come out and show your face. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, why is it not once did this guy actually write to me or inbox me and say, hey, You know what I mean? Not even thank you, but at least I agree. You know what I'm saying? You avoided anything to do with my position whatsoever, which was a principled position, not necessarily about you. And I would like to believe that we shared the same principles as far as that was concerned. Hold on a second. But it seems to me that you don't seem to have that principle. It's not even about integrity for you. It's just the whole buzz of this ridiculous fucking argument and this sort of masochistic need to either be a predator or prey, as far as boxing is concerned, and then say that you're just talking about boxing. Now, I just watched this video that you just made back to 78, and even the way you started off initially, you make a video to 78 Sports TV, 78 contradictions, okay? And the biggest contradiction I saw there is like, I don't have a problem with 78. There's some things I agree with him, some things I don't agree with him. Listen, you stupid bastard, you stupid motherfucker. And this has got nothing to do with me especially. I'm just still looking from the inside looking out, because I've spoken my mind to other people. So I'm about to say fuck you for saying that. I'm gonna say fuck you for saying that. It's the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard. The guy was gonna rally some people who had guns, a guy who had a gun, to label you a fucking racist and stick it on your fucking forehead. And I, who said maybe the guy shouldn't pull a gun out, was going to be labeled as a fucking coon stepping in front of master. And all you could do was go on his channel, try to explain yourself away, and say, did I ever threaten you? Did I ever threaten? I knew you didn't threaten the fucking guy's family. 78 knows you didn't threaten the guy's family. But he was willing to fucking throw you under the fucking bus and let you be eaten alive as a fucking racist. And yet you're still making a fucking video saying 78 contradictions. What the fuck do you think that is? A fucking contradiction or not? Is GGG really that important to you that you will abandon your fucking key principle and integrity just because you want to argue about this fucking Kazakh guy? Are you fucking that sick? You stupid motherfucker. You stupid motherfucker. I don't even care, but I'm looking at this video and I think this guy's a fucking fuckboy. For real. Not to talk of this idiot up in the north, who has, you know what, I think he's just as sick as you. Sometimes I feel that maybe both of you are in cahoots, because we are talking about a feeding frenzy here. Why the fuck would this idiot, okay, just understanding that the situation is calming down, then try to raise it back up by bringing, hold on a second, by bringing Freud back into the matter. An old lame argument anyway, in any case. An argument that he should be above, and an argument that you shouldn't even be engaging in. Especially at this point, with the nature of the controversy in which you were in. And I started to think like, wait a minute, you know what? All the while I was exempting you from culpability, saying that maybe you're just annoying, but to be honest, that's because I know you. What if I hadn't known you? What if I hadn't known what kind of fucking person you are? What if I did think you were a fucking racist ass piece of shit? And I went on your page and I saw all those fucking racist ass pieces of shit on there. And what if I just formed the idea that you are guilty by association? Of course I wouldn't pull a gun. And to be honest, I don't even think it's about that, because he pulled a gun on somebody else, because at the end of the day, he believed that person to be a coon. And if at the end of the day, if I had done something, to be honest, if I hadn't caught that situation there, he could still pull the gun on me and say I was a fucking coon. But you didn't even give a shit about that. You're just looking out for your own interest so you can actually argue about fucking Triple G. Not even your own interest. Are you fucking sick? Yeah, what's up? What's up? Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, he's a fuckboy though. Yo, listen, go get some water. I don't mind swearing in front of my kid in front of you. Fucking twat. I'm really disappointed. Really, is Triple G really that fucking important that you have arguments that go fucking nowhere? Fucking nowhere. Over this fucking Kazakh guy. And you're gonna bring Hagler up. You know what the fuck that's gonna stir up when you start bringing Hagler? You know what you're doing. You know what the fuck you're doing. He knows what he's doing. He does. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Fucking idiot. Hey, my kid's making me laugh. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So you know what, man? I just thought I'd pop back and tell you this. You know what I mean? You're acting like a fucking piece of shit with no fucking integrity right now. You're fooling nobody. I think you're actually getting a buzz out of this shit. Because at the end of the day, there's some arguments that you can just leave alone. But all the time, you have to jump in front of the camera and start arguing some GGG, 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 GGG. You know, it doesn't, yeah, GGG, say GGG, GGG. Yo, fuck Golovkin. Yo, no, actually, no fuck Golovkin. No fuck Golovkin. You know what I mean? We've had too much of that, to be honest. Alright? You know, history will determine. What the fuck is a big deal anyway? God help us, man. But I'm just really, really worried for you. I think, are you a sociopath or something? I'm really worried for you to the point whereby somebody, you know what I'm saying? I heard Stuart Little the other day using you as an example of a weak, little bit, God knows what, who needs to prove himself to black people. And to be honest, that's the way it will come across, because it seems to me that even on principle, you abandoned it. The Jamaican, I heard the Jamaican video, and I won't lie to you, God forgive me. A tear came out of my eye because I thought, I knew this guy was a fucking gentleman. And I don't agree with him. He didn't mention me in that video, though, it's all good. But I knew this motherfucker was a gentleman. But you, and it's not got nothing to do with color. Nothing whatsoever to do with color. He took a principled stand, at least. I know all these fucking assholes. And you just want to ingratiate yourself with these fucking assholes. Because of Triple G, just so you can argue about fucking Triple G. Something's wrong with you.